Rock and Roll Trucker.
This is the Rock and Roll Trucker. We're knocking out miles, we're eating good, we're rocking and rolling and having a good time. Come along for a ride. Let's see where we can go today.
Good morning, y'all. It is Monday, October 23rd. It is 8:23 Eastern Time. We are at one of the many Shaw plants in Dalton, Georgia. We've already been over to the yard and got the truck fired up. This morning we were able to bobtail over and pick up a preloaded trailer. We've checked in and we're going over here to slot number G40 to pick this trailer up. I was kind of worried about this one because my load plan, for some reason yesterday morning, somebody went in the computer system and did my arrivals and my departures for the shipper and the receiver. So, and I didn't get any phone calls or anything telling me anything had changed, so I was worried that I had possibly gotten the load yanked out from under me, but I have showed up here this morning and there is a loaded trailer here going to the place that I am scheduled to be going today in Smyrna, Tennessee. So we're going to snatch this thing up. We're going to go to Smyrna, Tennessee, get it unloaded. Then we're going to go to Kingston Springs, Tennessee, and then take that to Cherokee, Alabama, back over to the dreaded recycling paper mill place over there that we got stuck at for so long on Thursday evening. But that'll be my second load of the day for the Monday pay period, and as long as I've got it off by the end of the night, we have a winner and we've got us some money in for the pay period, and we will somehow have salvaged this week. Somehow. So it'll be kind of in the evening time by the late afternoon, early evening by the time I get that over there and get it unloaded anyway. So even if I get laid over there, no big deal this time. I'm not trying to get home or anything, and it's Monday, and we'll have our money made for the day, and at that point we'll be glad to take a little detention pay. We don't like detention pay when we're trying to get home, but if it's just at the end of a day when we're going to be going to bed and calling it a quits for the day anyway, yeah, we'll gladly take it. But that's where we're at. I just backed under this trailer. I am going to get out here and check it out, get it hooked up, get dollied down or dollied up, whatever you want to say, check the lights and all that, and we're going to get on the road. So y'all sit tight and hang out while I do that, and I will get back with y'all here in just a little bit. And we're back. We are fueled up. We've got a cold drink. We still got a little bit of our coffee from this morning left. We got some water over here in the door. We got all the things for hydration and to keep us occupied while going down the road. We are on the way to Smyrna, Tennessee now. We stopped for some Go Juice in Wildwood, Georgia. We're going to go get this load off, try and get over to Kingston Springs, Tennessee, to grab a load to go to Cherokee, Alabama. Hopefully both of those are performed in a timely manner. From there, we're scheduled up to go to Montgomery, Alabama to pick up some Coca-Cola that is going to Augusta, Georgia, and then we're booked out from there to go to Savannah, Georgia to grab one that comes back towards the home base in Rossville, Georgia for Wednesday. It's all going to be pretty tight, but that means they're trying to keep us busy. And if we get these two loads today, that's going to turn this pay period from looking horrible to at least average to semi above average. The company there have managed to somewhat salvage things from the ugly look it had last week, so that's good. They are making a valiant attempt to keep me busy right now at the moment, even after things being a little sketchy last week, so I do appreciate that. We're rolling. We're going to be doing some trucking the next couple of days for sure. We had a good weekend. Aaron and I, Dash, he chilled out, played, had a big time after going on the road with us for a day or two there. We went out and we had a good, just chilled out, enjoyable Friday night at home, and then Saturday we got out and ate some good food and went and got Aaron and I both got a small matching new tattoo. We had fun doing that, and then we met up with a old acquaintance, old friend from way back in the day, from around the home area in high school days, and went over to Lake Winnepesaukah Amusement Park. They're closed for the season except for Fridays and Saturdays through October for Halloween type stuff. So we went and mingled amongst the ghouls and goblins and scary citizens of the United States. Rode some amusement park rides, rode the old Cannonball wooden roller coaster amongst some other things, and free fall drop and the fireball, and went through a couple of little haunted houses there, and had a big old time with that. Yesterday, what did we do? We went out and had some more good food, and just generally kind of had a laid back day. We went and had coffee in the morning with some of the neighbors, and we got a little bit of a community on our third floor at the apartment complex there. Everybody kind of knows everybody, and we've got one neighbor there that on most Sundays he'll host a little get together at his apartment there, and everybody will just kind of go hang out, and he's got a big fancy coffee maker, and we all have coffee and just talk about whatever and chill out. And it's kind of a nice relaxed little time there to commune with other human beings. And so that's we had a pretty good weekend. I always hate to see them come to an end, but they always have to. We always have to get back out here to making the money. Gotta feed the machines, you know. Gotta feed our pockets so we can feed the American capitalism machine and keep a car in the driveway and a roof over our head, right? You know, so we can buy groceries and keep everything moving. And part of keeping things moving is being out here in the truck, literally keeping things moving. Yeah, it's what we do. It's what we do, at least for the foreseeable future. One of these days we'll be away from it, be out of it, doing more enjoyable things with life. But right now we are doing what we know how to do best. Yeah. So what did y'all do for the weekend? Anything interesting? Anything fun? Anything good? Anything productive? Did you make some money? Did you spend some money? Tell me about it. I'd like to know. I'm always interested. I'd like for a lot more people to get in these comments and tell me all about it. I'm interested in hearing about you. These videos, you get to hear about me, at least those of you that watch them, you know, for whatever length of time you watch them, you're just getting to hear all about me. I want to hear about you. Make it a big community. Let's know our fellow humans. Yeah, make this an enjoyable world. But I'm going to go do some driving for now. I'm going to return that phone call I had a minute ago, and I will get back to y'all here in a little bit when we get closer to our delivery point in Smyrna, Tennessee. Y'all be good until then. Oh, folks, we're back. Man, there's just always something to derail a good, simple, easy day. Made it over here to unload this load. Smyrna, Tennessee. It was just rolls of carpet. That's all it was. It was like, I don't know, it was under 100 rolls. It was like 75 rolls or something like that. It should be pretty simple unload on paper and in theory. And here I am almost 2 hours and 45 minutes later leaving. That was just unnecessary and ridiculous. That should have been a good simple load. I should have been already over to the next customer, completely dropped and hooked, and well into the trip to the next receiver. That's how long we were there. That was just stupid. Not a big fan of that place. Last time I came in there, I got there shortly before they were closing, and man, or before their receiving hours were done, and man, I can tell you they got in a hurry, something fierce, when they wanted to go home. But when it's time for the truck driver to get out of there and go somewhere, no, we're going to take our sweet time. It's always something in truck driving, and it always usually ends in the truck driver getting the short end of the stick. It's just, that seems to be like state law or something. It's just the way the world works. Truck drivers' times are not important. They don't matter. They are the last to be considered on anything. Yeah, that's all right. We're out of there now. We're gonna roll forth ahead and get to the next place. We got to get to Kingston Springs, Tennessee. Grab supposed to be a drop and hook supposedly on that side and get over to Cherokee, Alabama, to the dreaded paper recycling mill over there, and hopefully get that done a lot quicker than we did this last time on Thursday when I had Aaron with me. That was not a good time there, but we shall see. I'm gonna go drive for now, try and get my sanity back, which is not likely, being as I'm probably about to drive, well, not probably, I am about to drive through Nashville here in a minute, so I'm sure my sanity will be quickly restolen from me, but we're gonna get it done. It doesn't matter. We got to get it done, and we will get it done. That's what we always do. I'm gonna go for now. I'll catch back up with you guys when we figure out this drop and hook and see how it goes. Y'all hang tight till then, or don't hang tight. Go about your business. Do what you got to do. We'll see you in a little while. Howdy ho! How y'all doing since I last talked to you? Back here on the 2-lane state highway, back here in the backwoods, heading towards Alabama. Pick up at our other location. You know, I told you the first delivery, it was 2 hours and 45 minutes. I finally fought my way through all kinds of obstacles in Nashville there and got over to Kingston Springs, and it was quite the opposite. They had my loaded trailer sitting there waiting on me. I had about a 2-3 minute run inside, quick drop and hook, back out, under 30 minutes. Ran across the street to the Petro 2 there, just directly, immediately across the street. I mean, like a stone's throw across the street from where I picked up at. Got me a hot dog and hit the restroom, and we got on the road. We've been rolling ever since. We're still a ways away from where we got to be, but we're rolling. It's beautiful out here. Absolutely gorgeous out here, out in the country, and the weather is gorgeous. Pretty trees out here, lots of evergreen trees mixed in with a lot of leaves that are changing and turning fall colors. Got the sun glowing down, you know, getting that evening time look on the road there. Just beautiful. You can see out in front of me there, beautiful blue skies. So it's we're running quite a bit behind from where we would have liked to have been on account of that first delivery, but it's gorgeous out here. Things are rolling okay at the moment, so no big complaints. Yeah, you gotta look at the bright side sometimes. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're trying to enjoy this drive out here. We're off the hectic interstates. Well, I'm sure we'll probably hit a aggravating back road at some point here a little bit before we get where we're going, but as of right now, it's all good in the hood, y'all. Man, how was y'all's weekend? I asked you that on the last clip, and I'm still wondering. Another thing I wonder too, of the people that do watch my videos, if you're watching this video and you've happened to have made it this far, if there's more than one of you, how many of y'all are actually truck drivers that skim through my videos and check it out? How many of y'all are out here doing this with me, whether it be local or over the road, flatbedding, refrigerating, dry goodding, tankering? How many of y'all are out here doing that? Keep up with the industry news. What did y'all think about Convoy going out of business? That might be a sign of things to come for a few brokerages. The time will tell, but that could end up being a good thing for us out here behind the wheel, at least as far as owner-operators and carriers go. That remains to be seen. Hopefully that's not an overall sign of. I don't think that's a negative outlook on the whole economy. Not that the economy as a whole is killing it right now, I would say, but I think that is a symptom of a particular segment of the trucking world there. I watched a video from a trucking analysis over the weekend, and she thinks that some of these brokerages were living pretty high on the hog, you know, back when rates were killing it back around COVID times and everything, and maybe they didn't manage their money so well like some of these carriers and, you know, owner-operators that got in as rookies, you know, on short notice trying to cash in big, and, you know, maybe they tried to expand a little bit and didn't invest their money or put it back the way they should have, and it's starting to, you know, belts are starting to tighten for these brokerages, much like the rest of the trucking industry was had dealt with. You know, fair play as far as I'm concerned. I hate to see anybody lose a job or lose their business or anything like that, but the brokerages have been eating really good off the backs of the truck drivers for quite some time, and if it helps bring it back in our favor and put some money in our pockets, let it happen how it may, because I need to get ahead myself. The brokers take a lot of the money that ought to be going in our pockets. I mean, they provide a service somewhat, but they do provide a service, but I don't think that they are pulling what would be the rightfully fair piece of the money. The ones of us out here are actually operating the trucks and doing the work and paying the fuel and paying shouldering all the costs of everything. I'd like to see a little bit more of it come back our way, so hopefully we'll be seeing that. Again, I don't want to see people lose their jobs or anything like that, but it's, whatever happens is going to happen, and hopefully it affects the rest of the industry in a positive way, and it very well could. We'll see if it happens to any of the other big ones. I don't know. Well, it's absolutely gorgeous here, and I'm going to enjoy some more of this ride and look for my turn that I've got to make up here in about 1.5 miles, 2 miles, and I'll get back with y'all when we figure out how it's going to go once we get to Cherokee. See y'all in a bit. Well, y'all, I made it back to the dreaded recycling paper mill here with my bales of junk paper here a couple hours later than I would like to have been, and a couple hours later than I needed to be, on account of that unload this afternoon taking way too long. So this is really going to put the screws to me on getting my next 2 loads done, but here we are. Who knows how long I'll be here. Walked up to the window and checked. I went through the guard check and everything, then got over here to the receiving dock and checked in. And you ever been to one of them places where it seems like no matter what time you could possibly show up, it's shift change? They always, we're on shift change, so it'd be a little bit. How many times a day do y'all shift change? How can you have shift change at a different time whenever every time? I don't know, but yeah, we're here. Looking like we're not going to get out with any expediency again. I don't have enough time to get to my next load from here, so I'm either just going to have to call it quits here close by, or probably just going to have to do that, because there's not going to be much of anywhere to park between here and there that I'm going to be able to get to by the time I kill this time here. So I'm kind of in a spot with my time at the moment, but it be what it be, right? What can you do? I got no control over the way these places behave. We're here. Would rather not be here, but we're here. That's really my only update right now. I'm going to get off here and chill out for a few minutes and see if they actually get to work and get this done, and I'll get back with a final update whenever I call it completely quits for the night. Y'all be good until then, and I'll be back here just at the snap of a finger as far as y'all are concerned. See you in a bit. Well, here we are. We got done over there. We were there for over an hour. We were at that first receiver today for 2 hours and 45 minutes, so we lost a sum total of nearly 4 hours of functional time today. So it's put me behind today, and it's really going to put me, I didn't get to get where I needed to get today with things, and that's going to put the squeeze on things for the next 2 days. I'm going to be on one of these crazy schedules, just running myself to death. We'll get it done though. I'm currently by the Walmart in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. There's a big lot next to their Walmart right behind a Planet Fitness, and there's some trucks that seem to park there all the time, and even the Walmart listing on Trucker Path is listed as being fairly truck friendly over here. So we came and parked over here and went and got ourselves some groceries for the week. It should cover most of my eating this week, unless I just get lazy and buy something, quick, which I'm going to try to avoid this week. I'm going to try and eat a little better and not spend as much money on that stuff. But yeah, we're here. We got to get up crazy early in the morning and take off and get to Montgomery, Alabama to get loaded on a load that was supposed to have been loaded by midnight tonight. Should still be fine tomorrow. I can't help it that I ran out of hours, and then I got to somehow squeak that one in by around 2 o'clock in Augusta, Georgia. Got to get there and get that off, and then try and bust my hump to get over to Savannah, Georgia, to grab one at Red Bull that's supposed to be in Rossville, Georgia by 10 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. So if you add up all of that together in your minds and think about it, I've got my hands full for the next 2 days. It'll get done. As to whether some of it's late or not, really out of my control. Like I said, I lost the better part of 4 hours today, having things unloaded that shouldn't have taken any time at all. The shippers were both real easy today. Less than 30 minutes at both of those for dropping hooks. Just got in, got out, and did driving. It was the receivers that were just pitiful today. And that paper mill, that recycling place, is really starting to get under my skin. The rates to go over there are spectacular for as far as short haul goes, but man, you get over there here lately and it's just turning into a mess. And that place I took the carpet to, wasn't real pleased with that. But we got food, we got a place to rest up for a little while, and get up and go do it again. I don't have too much to add there. Music recommendation I'm going to give you. Friday, 3 really good records came out, and the one I've listened to and went back and revisited yet again today was the Rolling Stones. After all these years of being around, they have another new album out, and I kept reading a lot of reviews for it from early listens, and it kept getting rave reviews. And now that I've listened to it a couple of times, I concur. It's really great. It's called Hackney Diamonds. It really is some of the best stuff they've done in many, 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 many years. It's a really good rock and roll record, and great songwriting. They all sound great. The 3 remaining long timers in there, Mick and Keith, of course, they're the 2 OGs left, and unfortunately Charlie Watts died, a year or 2 back. I believe he's on one of the tracks on there. I think they got recorded before he died. I'm not going to swear to that. But you got those 2, and then Ronnie Woods. He's been with them for a long, long, long time, so he's an OG at this point. But scattered out amongst the album, you got Paul McCartney on there playing bass on a song or 2. You got Lady Gaga doing backing vocals on another one. You got Stevie Wonder is on there doing keys on some stuff, and just all-star personnel. The rest of the band they surrounded themselves with for everything else spectacular. The songwriting is just great. Keith Richards even takes lead vocals on one of the songs later in the album, and it might be my favorite one on the record. But yeah, if you're an old school rock and roll fan and a Rolling Stones fan like I am, check that album out. Hackney Diamonds, really good stuff. I'm very surprised and very pleased with it. I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna put the link to the album. I use YouTube Music. That's my app that I use to stream my stuff in the truck for music. So I'm gonna add the link to that record on YouTube for YouTube Music in the description of this video. So if you get a hankering to click that over there, maybe see if you can check that album out or check YouTube Music out there. No endorsements. That's just what I use. I'm just throwing out there what I use. I'm going to start trying to link to some of this music that I mentioned on here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go. Y'all have a good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever it is while you're watching this. And whatever you do, give it your all. That goes for anything in life. Whatever you're doing tomorrow, next week, or next year, give it your all and be your best you. I'm going to go for now, and I will see y'all on the next one. It's nighttime here, so I'll say good night.